there are individuals who get in touch with us because they may have objects or other pieces of physical evidence which are related to this phenomenon. And I am personally interested in any piece of physical evidence as long as it can be documented and has a legal quote-unquote chain of evidence behind it. I came across a case some years ago of a fireman at that time for the Bakersfield Fire Department who was an environmental specialist and arson specialist. So this man was a professional at collecting physical evidence. Now he had related a number of stories to us about his personal involvement with the abduction phenomena, seeing beings come into his room, having other family members also worked on by these beings, having some kind of relationship with both he, his wife, and his 2 children.
What kind of experiments or surgeries would he say these aliens are performing on him?
He doesn't know exactly what the procedures are. He sees them bring in equipment with them. Some of these marks that he has on his body are obviously injection type marks. They come in geometric patterns, triangles, circles, and so on. But when he gets one on one portion of the body, somebody else in the family will get one in the same place. Both he and his wife had, in one single night, had punctures on the side of the abdomen, and he woke up and he had the blood on his abdomen, blood on his nightshirt, and blood on the bed clothing. The wife woke up with exactly the same blood on her, and all she said was that she must have picked her skin or scratched an itch during the night. So she was, or has been, pretty much in denial up to the last 6 months, where she's becoming more and more convinced that there is something definitely going on. So he was extremely interested in documenting this, so he originally installed a video camera and a small clock radio in the bedroom and filmed hundreds and hundreds of hours of this stuff going on at night. Then he would sit again for many hundreds of hours and looking at the video, sometimes a frame at a time, until he was able to buy equipment to break his visual acuity down into even finer terms, and not looking at the field. So in looking at these, he was able to see, in certain instances, some kind of a being that came in through the wall of the clock. Another thing that he decided to do was to try and capture footprints of these individuals. So he used a towel, and on the undersurface of the towel he laminated a piece of tin foil, which he put down on the floor. Now the towel was the same color as the rug. So he put this down on the floor in front of the wall where he sees these individuals coming through. And in that way, he was able to get footprints, and he casted them. So we also have footprints of whatever it is came into this house. He figured that as long as he was successful in getting one set of footprints, then why not get more? So he put the towel down after that and got nothing. It was as if these individuals decided they weren't going to step on this towel anymore. One morning, however, he looked at the towel and he saw embedded into this towel a small black object. And he picked it up and looked closely at it, and he could see that it was a very strange looking nail or claw-like object, and it had 3 black hairs that were growing out of the back of it. He contacted me, and we sent the object to the head of zoology at the University of California, Berkeley, Dr. Ted Pappenfuss, who looked at this and in writing told us that he did not know where this came from. So we sent it in to a scientist friend of mine who looked at it and told us that the exterior covering of this object was vegetable. And I suggested perhaps, as we see with human fingernails, that this vegetable material was fungus, and he concurred with that. The second layer of material was keratin, and this is the same material that's found in human fingernails and toenails. And then there were deeper layers still. So we decided that the best thing to do at this point was to try and get DNA studies. And this required raising some funds, which we were successful with. And the object was sent to a world-famous geneticist who started the preliminary DNA research. And to date, we have quite a bit of this that has come back. And so far, the DNA indicates that it did not come from any kind of a creature of this earth. Now, this DNA testing is a work in progress, and we hope sometime in the future to have a definitive answer.